80 years, two nations, zero peace treaties. That is how long Russia and Japan have stared at each other across 4 tiny islands in the North Pacific. And now that standoff just got a lot louder. Vladimir Putin landed on Aide. It is the largest of the Kuril Islands. Volcanic, remote, fought over since World War II ended. And here is the thing. He is only the second sitting Russian president to ever set foot there. The first was Dmitry Medvedev back in 2010. Putin toured a fish plant, a school, a medical center. Sounds routine, doesn't it? Well, it wasn't. Because in Tokyo, this landed like a diplomatic grenade. Prime Minister Sanae Takaichi called the visit absolutely unacceptable. Her foreign minister summoned Russia's ambassador, and Sanae Takaichi did not hold back either. She said the trip hurts the feelings of the Japanese people. Now, here is where it gets dramatic, viewers. Enter Dmitry Medvedev, Russia's former president, now deputy chairman of its Security Council, and never one to whisper when he can roar. His response on X, Takaichi can, in his words, prattle on all she likes about history. It changes nothing. The islands, he said, were, are, and will remain Russian land. And then came the ultimate threat. Anyone who doesn't understand that will face what he called monstrous consequences. Monstrous. He didn't explain what those consequences might be. Vague, deliberate, and that is classic Medvedev, the Kremlin's designated hardliner, saying the quiet part loud so Putin doesn't have to. So let's rewind. Why do 4 small islands carry this much weight for these two countries? Aide, Kunashir, Shikotan, the Habomai Islets. Japan calls them its northern territories. Moscow calls them the southern Kurils. The Soviet Union seized them in the final days of World War II after Japan's defeat, and roughly 17,000 Japanese residents were displaced. Tokyo has never accepted that as a final verdict. In 1956, there was a real chance to fix this, a joint declaration that could have paved the way to peace. Japan walked away from it, and ever since, that unresolved question has blocked a formal treaty ending the war. 8 decades and still counting. Putin, for his part, viewers, framed himself as the reasonable one. Speaking during Pacific Fleet exercises off Sakhalin, he said Russia holds no grievances against Japan and pointed the finger back at Tokyo for sanctioning Russia over Ukraine and naming Russia as a top threat in its military doctrine. So a routine visit to a fishing village, a furious protest from Tokyo, and a warning of monstrous consequences with no explanation attached whatsoever. I am Nikita Kapoor. We will keep watching the waters so you don't have to. Until then, what do you think about it? Tell us in the comment section below.